Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so I'm not dead. I've just been away for a little while. Sorry about that. I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for a good 6 months or so here. Um, I know quite a few people were wondering what happened and what was going on. Basically, what happened is my mom, who lives with me, fell and broke her hip. She got knocked down by her horse, and yeah, ended up dealing with that, basically with her in the hospital, trying to hold down the house, keep the bills under control, make sure everything gets paid, take care of her once she came home, and all that good stuff. About 10 weeks out after she had come home, she'd had a hip replacement, she was home, she was doing really well. She fell again, on the same side, and this time, instead of breaking the hip, she broke the femur. So she ended up having a second hip replacement. And yeah, a much longer recovery this time, a lot more complicated. About the same time that happened, I ended up getting a promotion at work from part-time to full-time, from an associate to a manager position where I had a ton more responsibility. And basically, that was my life, was dealing with taking care of mom, trying to, you know, learn my new role at work, and I basically had zero time for anything, for any sort of video games. I wasn't even playing video games. I didn't have time to read. I didn't have time to do anything at all. Unfortunately, it was just absolute craziness. So, mom is once again doing much better. She is recovered mostly from the second hip replacement. Still moving slow, but she's on her feet. She's home. She's out of the skilled nursing facility. That was terrifying, having her in a facility like that with COVID in the building. Got absolutely scary for a bit. Yeah. So managed to get myself with a good therapist to help kind of sort my life out. And one thing they have suggested to me has been to focus on some self-care and focus on doing some things that I truly enjoy. And one of those things that I truly, truly enjoy is playing Planet Zoo and sharing Planet Zoo with all you lovely followers. So, with that in mind, now that things have calmed down, fingers crossed, knock on wood, things stay calmed down, I'm hopefully going to be able to come back and do a little bit of recording. Have been playing Planet Zoo quite a bit. My current project that I'm working on, and I posted a few videos on Reddit of, has been Wildwood Zoo. Very, very fun. Basically, all animals. It's going to be an all animals zoo, so every animal in Planet Zoo, including future ones, are getting added to that. Pretty extensive, already tanking frame rates hard. But hey, it's a fun project and not recording any of it, so I have just, total freedom. There's no creative blocks or anything. If I get like, the ADD takes over, I can just, fly around to different places and do whatever. Uh yeah, so in terms of any sort of recording or uploading schedule, there will not be one. It's going to be whenever I get a chance to put out a video, I will do so. With the Europe DLC coming out, I do want to do some sort of zoo focused on that, or possibly just adding a Europe section to an existing one. Not entirely certain. I still have a North American zoo build that I want to do on the channel, from the last one, which I'm still kind of miffed that I missed the entire North America Animal Pack DLC, because that was 100% made for me. That was every animal that I ever could have wanted, and I didn't do anything for the channel for that. I have played it extensively and I love it. So hopefully this time with the Europe DLC, actually going to hopefully build something cool. This is Tahan Zoo. Some of you may recognize it from a series that was somewhat briefly on the channel here. This was my Southeast Asia DLC build based loosely on Singapore Zoo. Super, super fun. And I happened to be in here going through some of my old saves, looking at what I had done. And this is kind of what prompted me to make this video and kind of want to come back because, god damn it, look at this. This is actually good, you guys. I remember building this stinking tunnel thing, and it was such a pain in the butt, but it was so much fun, and it's so pretty, and it's such a nice zoo. Like, I'm really, really, really happy with it. And I forgot, how much fun this was to build and how much fun this was to record and share with everybody. And I want to get back to doing this again. This, our proboscis monkey habitat here was really inventive, really neat. They seem to enjoy it. I sure enjoyed building it. And yeah, so I miss it. I want to at least come back and start doing it a little bit again. I believe this was the last habitat I had started to work on right before Mom got hurt the first time. Either the first time or the second time. I'm actually, honestly, this whole 2021 has just flown by so incredibly fast that I'm not even entirely certain what month it is, even though I'm pretty sure we're almost done with 2021, but then again, it still feels like it's 2020. So yeah, I remember these guys. I do believe this is the only Babirusa habitat I've ever built in Planet Zoo. Oh, I love these guys. So yeah, and then the best flamingo habitat I've ever built. I still absolutely love it. The little pink building in the background and everything. It's such a cute little scene. So yeah, this is actually a project I want to come back in and finish because this was fun. This was so much fun. And I remember having the issues when I had the big lake here, having those massive frame rate drops and finally figuring out what it was, that it was the large bodies of water that was causing the issue. Hopefully that's not going to happen so much anymore. I did get my hands on a 30 series graphics card, finally. So the poor old GTX 1066 gigabyte is no longer having to support both gaming and recording. I now have an RTX 3060. I got it in the EVGA queue. Super thrilled. It's not the card that I wanted. I wanted a 3060 Ti at least, or a 3070, ideally a 3080, but I think that's what everybody wants. However, it was the card that was available and it was the card that I could afford. So I got it. I got it installed, and yeah, I'm loving it. it Frame rates are amazing. It's massive upgrade. So there's that. I should be able to record more, should actually be able to do more in franchise without losing so much performance. Even just recording in this zoo with it not being paused, with all this foliage, I'm not noticing any sort of frame rate drop. And this is with recording at the same time with hardware encoding going on. So excellent. In terms of modding, I do want to get back into the modding. I can't guarantee that I will because it is such a time-consuming process. I at very least want to get the mods that I currently have out updated for 1.8. Also, today is okay, I don't know what today is. We're just a couple of days out from a new DLC and a new major update, update 1.8 and the Europe DLC. This is your warning to back up your modded saves. Back up your modded saves. Save off a new copy, go in, remove all your modded animals. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. Mods have broken with every single update. It's gonna break. Stuff is gonna break. Don't be one of those people who can't ever load into their favorite zoo again because y'all didn't listen. All right? Remove your modded animals and remove your mods. Generally, if you just uninstall the mod and load back into the zoo, as long as there's no modded animals in the trade center, you can simply, they'll just disappear. This was my New Guinea singing dog habitat. As you can see, there are no New Guinea singing dogs in here because I currently don't have my own mod installed. I don't have any mods installed right now because I'm not going to install any until after the update. So, with that in mind, I do want to say thank you to everybody who has continued to follow the channel, even though I've been completely absent. Thank you so much for watching this video. Jump back in the Discord, the modding Discord a little bit. Got lots of love there from those awesome folks. And so, yeah, everybody, hopefully gonna be back. Hopefully gonna have some fun. Definitely gonna have some fun. Gonna get into this one. Gonna get into a new zoo for the Europe DLC. That will be super fun. Looking forward to it. Uh, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.